Welcome. I have breaking news. I come to report about Kada Scott, 23-year-old Penn State graduate, coming from the Chestnut Hill, Montgomery County, Philadelphia area. She went missing on October 4th, 2025 from her place of employment. She was employed there for 2 weeks. She left home at 9:50, her mom reported. She clocked in at work at 10 o'clock. She lived 10 minutes away from the job. She went in the job, and at 10:20, she had left. She never returned. Her car was left, but all her belongings is her pocketbook, her cell phone, her iPad, her iPhone watch, all that was gone. So that was missing. So here's the young lady right here. She's so beautiful. She had a lot of life in front of her. Very creative, smart, artistic. Kada, y'all. You know, and it's a sad thing. So,
yeah, nature really get my nerves. I don't really do bugs and stuff. And yeah, like, she's trying to do a picnic where it is. Whoa. Where I live,
Philadelphia,
you have this nice area, and you can pretty much do whatever you want. You have a little picnic,
this is a sad
sightsee,
really
go to the museum, take pictures.
Stay tuned.
See the not waterfall, but water fountain. So I decided, okay, like, I know there's flowers and stuff over there, so let me see if I can find a rose and take pretty pictures. So that's how I dressed like this today. Yeah, I took a couple cute pictures, but I feel like I could do better, but it's because, like, it's so windy out here. And my camera is having a hard time focusing. So, yeah. But since I look so pretty today, I'm definitely going to get a good picture, for sure. I need a picture that's, like, the one. Like, y'all know how females, you just need, like, the one picture. So, I don't know, I took a couple, but they okay. But these are my rainbow friendship.
This isn't like her. She's never left home before?
No, not like this. Her phone been off since Saturday, well, to my knowledge, since Sunday morning, and it's going completely right straight to voicemail. So it hasn't been on since Sunday morning that I know of.
What do you think's going on?
I'm not sure. I'm hoping for the best, thinking positive, but yeah, something is off, it's not right. I need as much help as I can, but something is definitely wrong. She wouldn't just leave and not contact anyone, none of her friends, family, respond back as far as text messages. She's not on her Instagram. No, nothing.
Where would she go without her car? She's at work. She doesn't leave. She leaves work, but her car's still at work. And her phone's off.
Yes, so nowhere. She's supposed to left at 6 a.m. on Sunday morning. But when I originally called on Sunday morning at the job, they told me that she had worked her full shift from 10 to 6 a.m.
I get an eerie feeling about the mom, but he turned his stuff in on Tuesday after the kidnapping. This is his vehicle. After he turned his stuff in, they had got a tip that the car was all over the place. So they was looking for the car, and they found the car at one of his family apartment complexes in East Falls. And also, he put the car on Facebook Marketplace to sell it, to get rid of it. So this is the cops retrieving his vehicle to do forensic, but they're on a search for Kayla. He turned himself in, but they still looking
to be
for
Keon King, the suspect connected to the disappearance of 23-year-old nursing assistant Kada Scott, a man seen peeking through the window from outside in the yard. It's unclear when or where this video was taken. Now, the race against time to find Scott, who police say vanished mid-shift while working at this assisted living facility in Philadelphia nearly 2 weeks ago.
We need to find Miss Scott, figure out where she is, or what may have happened to her to cause her to completely disappear from all her items, her phone.
Authorities say they believe Scott was last in contact with 21-year-old King, arrested and charged with kidnapping and recklessly endangering another person, and is being held on a $2.5 million bail. Investigators say before Scott disappeared, she told relatives she was being harassed, though it has yet to be determined if the person harassing her was King. But officials say their suspect does have a pattern of similar crimes.
He did have a previous case. It was a 2025 case for very similar conduct, strangulation and kidnapping. That case had been withdrawn by our office based on the witness failing to appear at court. I pulled that file, and after an extensive review of it, our office made the decision to refile those charges.
Investigators relying on tips from the public, crediting one of those tips with helping to find the suspect's car. Scott's family not giving up hope, urging anyone with information to speak up.
If you have any information, small, large, minuscule, please reach out to the Philadelphia Police Department and let them know that may be the piece that they're looking for. We all miss it. We want our home.
And again, that suspect is facing kidnapping charges. Even as police continue looking for Kada, he's being held on a $2.5 million.
First time he came out, they said that they had dogs and so forth and so on. They had 300 cadets that was in training that they had out on premises to search. But they didn't search everything, and they wasn't diligent with getting there. They wasn't...
Miss Pennsylvania, USA, Miss and Proctor and Proc Productions. Literally has said nothing about her. She's been missing. She's still missing. Literally. And they've still said nothing since the 4th of October, since the 4th of this month, and they've said nothing. They take hundreds of thousands of dollars from women every single fucking year. And it's like they don't even care about us at all. It's like it's literally like mortifying, but like miraculously mortifying, because they would be sharing, they're choosing to share the images right now of other women that are participants because of God knows fucking what, but they can't take 2 seconds. It's like making my chest hurt. This fucking pageant owned by fucking Donald Trump, what, like a year ago? I don't give a fuck.
It's ridiculous. I don't understand. And the mom... And it was said that the parents and the family members didn't go out searching. All those people were neighbors and community from the neighborhood.
Signs of Kada Scott. Police sources now telling me that they have confirmed that human remains of a female have now been found way back in the wooded area behind the school. They tell me that the remains have been there for a week or less. So that's the new development right now. There are a lot of people out here just kind of watching and, of course, hoping for the best. But that's why police have been out here for the last hour, 2 hours or so. Human remains of a female have been found been out there for a week or less. I know our chopper is over some sort of blue tarp as well. So That's breaking news. That's the latest. Stay tuned.
We hoping that they found her. We hoping it's her so she can finally, be at peace. It's a body, yes. Found a female back there, black female. Freshly buried under fresh dirt. And, yeah. I mean, who else could it be? We've been looking in this area. Her aunt been telling us to search this area for weeks. Everybody been coming out here looking. And then today we found her. Her aunt is a psychic. Just to let y'all know. The cops ain't come do shit. They came when they got the call. Just like the guy that was out here yesterday, found her EBT card and lip gloss and all that shit that belonged to her. Out here. Cops wasn't searching for shit. Every time they went somewhere, it was because the people went there first, and then they made the phone call, and then they came and looked. They didn't, when they first went to that school, they didn't search the whole school. They walked in and walked the fuck out. Just like when my friend's son went missing, we kept calling them to come in places with us to search the buildings. They did not want to do that shit. They don't do their fucking job. They wait until it's something serious to come. Mind you, we living in Philly. Like, the fuck? This shit get real out here. Well, this shit moving too fast. I'm trying to answer all your comments, but I can't really. Yeah, they fucking wait. We at the school. And the park is right there. Like, when I say kids park, play in this park all the time, there's a pool over there, everything.
This is the kidnapper. This is what he did to another woman before this situation here. And I think it's a few other women that came forward. They looking for for other people to come forward. But, yeah. This is stalking, harassment. And also, guys, this is domestic violence month. Unfortunately. Try to stay safe. Use your discernment.
Yeah, bitch, go away, bye. Go away, bye. Yep, bye. Bye. Keon out here.
This is the first day that they searched for Ada, and I think that was on the Tuesday after the mom went up to the job that Monday. The job said that she left. When the mom called that she had left and did her whole shift. But when she went there that Monday with the father, they stated that they didn't know that she did leave 20 minutes to a half an hour after she had clocked in. Which is really strange, because somebody going to work, why would they go in and then clock back out? But I guess young people, they do that. But they come to say that the gentleman, he was selling Uggs, and maybe she was just copping something, and it went wrong. Such a sad state of affairs. Keep this young lady and her family in your prayers. This is Keon's friend. This is the girl that gave up the information about. I met him about 4 or 5 years ago, and he was also the local pharmacist. Now, me and my best friend, we were also mutual friends with Keon. He was our pharmacist. So
So one day Keon calls me, and keep in mind, I am in school, I am in Maryland, and he will usually just call me, just to check up and talk. So he calls me, and he asks me if I know Kada. And I'm like, yeah, I know Kada. And he's like, oh, yeah, I noticed that she lives really close to you. I'm like, yeah, she lived right in the back of me. And I'm not thinking nothing of it because he usually calls me and, we just be chatting. He'll call me about, the people that be around because he is the pharmacist. I live in the neighborhood and he be in my neighborhood. So we hang up the phone and that was that. We were only on the phone for 29 seconds. So you can see that this is the day that he called me and this was before Kada went missing. And we were only on the phone for 29 seconds. Also, I know that his name says Elliot in my phone. That's just what we call him. So a couple of days after that, my best friend calls me and, we're just talking about life. And I mentioned to her how Keon brought up Kada to me. I'm not thinking nothing of it. I'm like, oh yeah, he was probably trying to flirt with her. He's probably trying to get at her. Mind you, me and my best friend, we know Kada because we grew up with her little sister. Now, we didn't know Kada personally because, again, we grew up with her little sister. We were around 12, 11 years old. Kada, she was much older than us, so we didn't really talk to her. So my best friend was like, oh yeah, he probably thought she was cute, and that was that. So right here is the day that I called my best friend and told her that, Keon was trying to get at Kada. This is before she went missing. So a couple days, maybe a week after that, it is reported on October 4th that Kada is missing. So keep in mind, I am in Maryland, so I'm not really into all the Philadelphia news that be going on. So I'm not knowing that Kada is missing until my best friend sends me a text and says that Kada is missing. So this is the day that my best friend tells me that Kada is missing on October 9th. So I'm in my friend's dorm and I call Keon and it's a lot of music and a lot going on in the background. I go somewhere that's quiet and I tell him, Keon, Kada is missing. That girl, she's missing. So he was like, what? And then after that, the phone just hung up. So here you can see that I called Keon and we were on the phone for 2 minutes. So you have to keep in mind, this was my friend, okay? I did not think that he could be capable of anything like this. In my head, I'm just thinking, there's no way in the world he could have did something like this. There's no way in the world. So then a couple of days after that, my mom sends me a screenshot of Keon turning himself in for the kidnapping of Kada. So this is my mom sending me the article, and she was distraught to say the least. And I know she said that he was a random person, but she says this about all of my friends. So me and my best friend, we get on the phone, and we're talking about the situation. We're just saying how this is just crazy. This is the call of me and her talking about it. Now, this is all happening around the time that I'm taking my midterms. So I'm really just trying to keep my head on the books. And I wasn't really trying to let this stress me out. So I kind of just let it go. He turned himself in. It's not really much to say or do anymore. So a couple of days after that, me and my best friend get on the phone and we're basically just, talking about the Kada situation. And she says that she thinks that I should call the cops. So she was basically saying that she thinks that I should call the cops and tell them that Keon was, asking about Kada. Now, at the time in my head, I'm thinking that there was no reason to call the cops. He already turned himself in, and I felt like it would be kind of a waste of time to tell them that the guy that they already have in custody, called me and was asking about the girl. And me personally, I'm not a cop caller. I don't call the cops. That's just the way that I grew up. That's what I was around.
Ridiculous.
They will always tell me, you don't call the cops.
She had a boyfriend. She was likely just being friendly, and he ended up becoming obsessed.
Who was harassing Kada? Me and Kada were friends, but we did not talk every single day. Plus, I am several hours away because I'm in law school.
Girl, flower child. Blessings and be encouraged.
Kada. This is Keon King. Now, me being the person that I am, I had to do some research on old boy because old boy looks... I don't know. It's just giving me incel. It's giving very much so I don't like women because women don't like me. And that's what it's honestly... So I did research, and basically what the police had said online was that Keon had an address that was in Southwest Philadelphia, and that was the house that they originally checked. But when I did my research on him, he actually had an address that was close to where Kada lived. When I say close, I mean literally same zip code, he was like a 3-minute drive and a 10-minute walk away. And as I started to think about the situation a lot more, I started to think that this was a situation where Kada was probably just being nice to old boy because she didn't know what he was capable of. And that's a conversation that me and Kada have had before. Like, sometimes we just be really nice or just let the situation be what it is, because sometimes, like, you just don't know what people are capable of, and you just kind of let the situation be because of that. So I think that that's what's probably happened here. Given that Kada did not work far from her home, it's highly probable that this person was stalking her and following her and whatnot, because I'm going to be completely honest, I cannot see Kada talking to this man in any way, shape, or form. I don't know. From what I'm seeing, I just think that she was probably friendly with him, and he started to like stalk her and harass her, and things went very much so left. So I'm continuously praying and hoping that they find Kada. And they also said on the press conference that if y'all have seen that man before and he's done something to you, report it, because now is the perfect time to.
A woman named Gabby.
This the only way we could get in. This the only way we could get in. But you definitely can't get in because you hear that shit? Kada! Kada! That shit just made me cry. That's my fucking heart. You heard her scream, right? Yes. The fuck she in here, like I said. I told you she the fuck in here. You heard her scream. Y'all heard her scream, right? Yes. It sounded like she in the bottle.
Oh my God. Let me see if they heard it on the other side.
I heard a scream.
Because it made my whole heart stop.
Girl, that's why I've got tears coming out my fucking eyes right now. Kada! She's screaming help. So y'all see this?
You'll regret.
You know who I'm about to... So y'all see this?
You'll regret.
You know...
Raw emotion boiling over in East Germantown after community members learned human remains were... Raw emotion boiling over in East Germantown after community members learned human remains were...
Of Kada Scott, a young woman, 23, who's been missing since October 4th. I'm hoping and praying, as we all are, that we find her. It would be miraculous if we found her alive. But what happened was, this is right on at the feet, in the hands, the bloody hands of the District Attorney's Office of Philadelphia for their failure to prosecute Keon King in a previous similar case. Earlier this year, there was a case involving Keon King, and there was video of him kidnapping and assaulting a woman. There was an actual witness to that assault. There is video from that victim. So there was plenty of opportunity and evidence to present to a court, even if the victim did not come to court. But the District Attorney's Office failed to move the case forward, failed to present evidence in a horrible assault and kidnapping of a young lady earlier this year. Why? Yesterday they said it because they
fly
had
high,
an experienced
baby.
attorney handling it. Folks, that is by design. They put freshly minted municipal court attorneys in front of judges for preliminary hearings without training. Before Larry Krasner, there was intense training of every new hire in the district attorney's office. They called it a boot camp. Not after Larry took office, they stopped doing it, and he stopped doing it on purpose. Could you imagine a football team having draft choices and then not showing them what the plays are, how to run the offense, how to run the defense? That's exactly what Larry Krasner's been doing. This case involving what's going on with Kada Scott and Keon King being set free because the district attorney's office did not know how to present a basic case in front of a municipal court judge in a preliminary hearing. This is not a one-off, folks. For the last 8 years, there are thousands of violent crimes that this exact thing has happened because Larry Krasner's office, they don't know how to call a witness. They don't call witnesses. They don't get a rapport with the victim. This is insane that Larry Krasner, the chief law enforcement officer, is frankly doing this on purpose.
Raw emotion boiling over in East Germantown after community members learned human remains were
King's Day, where they protesting throughout the country in all Democratic cities concerning Trump. Now, peep game, they bringing George Soros up on charges because he's funneling money. That's the only way you get these fat, lazy piece of shit motherfuckers to protest, for money. So they said people that starving, living in these small towns, these white hillbillies, the perverts, the child molesters, they pay them to come out and protest. Because they starving, so they really don't give a fuck who win or lose. As long as you pay them, they'll do it. But this the crazy thing. I can't wait to see these stop the violence, nonprofit organization leaders. I can't wait to see who stands behind Larry Krasner now. Who stands behind Larry Krasner? Because, see, once you accept that money, you have to do what they tell you to do, or that's the end of you. And they get ready to expose these niggas. See, one thing about that devil, he not going down by himself. If he get caught up, all you niggas getting caught up. Don't get excited. You're about to be indicted. That's what they tell you. So if them niggas don't go on their page, on their social media, and say, vote for Larry Krasner, they going to be in a world of trouble. I think they MK Ultra'd that young boy somehow subliminally to get him to chase that girl around and kill her. I don't even think he did that part. I think they had somebody else involved. See, with sacrifice, rituals, and ceremonies, a lot of time it's a group effort. They may blame it on one person, but they set the stage to make it easy for him to do that. You see what I'm saying? That's how they play. And one thing for certain, they don't care nothing about these niggas. I can't wait to see who gonna get on their social media and put up them pictures with Larry Krasner and say, vote for Larry Krasner. He for the people. He got my man out of jail. That might not even save you niggas. See, anything that happens bad to a community 9 times out of 10 comes from within. It's homegrown. Look at wherever it's predominantly black and it's niggas. It's fitna. It's evil. It's destruction. It's hatred, jealousy, larceny. These niggas hate themselves like nobody else could ever hate them. And they all should get conspiracy charges. Everybody in the district attorney's office, all should get conspiracy charges. Because if it was a nigga, they'd lock us all up like they did with them phony-ass drug laws when they locked the whole city up for just knowing niggas that was hustling. Y'all forgot that? With the Rockefeller law and the 848, the Kingpin statute, they did all that shit to us, but they don't do it to the motherfuckers that deserve it. And that be my thing. They killed that girl and sacrificed her. They didn't give her all that press and all that airtime for nothing. They knew what they was doing. They was leading up to that. They said they was burning all kind of motherfucking artifacts and other shit leading up because they already knew she was dead a long time ago. But they had to lead it up to what they was doing today. That's the game they play. Sacrifice, rituals, and ceremony. And baby girl lost her fucking life. She lost her life because her community, her people let her the fuck down. See, all that, I don't need a man, fuck these niggas. Yeah, keep thinking like that. That's the way they want y'all to go. Because you know what? Every chance they get, you see these girls coming up missing, these kids coming up missing. Y'all don't want a man in the house, you right. That motherfucking fox will find a way in there and snatch one of them babies, never to be seen again. Everything is an inside job, homie. Everything. That's why I be saying the shit I be saying, because just like I was saying with that AI shit, dog, don't play with me like that, homie.
Excuse me, guys. Sorry for his vernacular.
When you got me losing
Just
money,
eat the
and then you try to make it
chicken
look like
and
I'm
throw
a
away
fucking
the
liar.
bones.
I don't give a fuck about none of you niggas.
Yeah, nature really get my nerves. So I don't really do bugs and stuff. And yesterday, like, she's trying to do a picnic where it is. Well, where I live, we have this nice area, and you can pretty much do whatever you want. You can have a little picnic, you can sightsee, go to the museum, take pictures, see the water, not waterfall, but water fountain. So I decided, okay, like, I know there's flowers and stuff over there, so let me see if I can find a rose and take pretty pictures. So that's why I dressed like this today. Yeah, I took a couple cute pictures, but I feel like I could do better, but it's because, like, it's so windy out here. And my camera is having a hard time focus. Yeah. But since I look so pretty today, I'm definitely going to get a good picture for sure. I need a picture that's like the one, like, y'all know how females, we just need like the one picture. So, I don't know, I took a couple, but they okay. But these are my rainbow friendship.